The Tale of Bobby Carter, Part 1, written by Bobby Carter. Bobby Carter was a martyr for the town of Lincolnshire. This, as you know, is Part 1. It will tell how Bobby Carter was the martyr and how Lincolnshire came to be. And now, the tale of Bobby Carter. There once was a town called Lincolnshire. It is located in the country of Zimbabwe in southern Africa. The town has 16 stoplights and 2 yield signs. When the stoplights are green, everyone stops, and when they are red, everybody goes. But that is not important. What is important is that there are no people living in the town. Until one day, the Sun family moved there from North Africa. The Sun family consists of Arsen, Barsen, Carson, Darsen, Earson, Farson, Garson, Harson, Ierson, Jarson, Carson, with a K, Larson, Marson, Narson, Orson, Parson, Corson, Rasen, Sarsen, Tarsen, Ewerson, Varson, Warson, Carson, Yarson, and Zarson. All moved to Lincolnshire except for Carson, who stayed behind in North Africa. The Sun family built a magnificent house which contained 30 bedrooms, 32 bathrooms, 4 kitchens, and 12 living rooms. But they could not run the town on their own 26 selves. So Carson, Marson, and Carson, with a K, set out to the town called Bobby Carterville. When they were there, they recruited 4 more people to live in the town called Lincolnshire. Their names were Ibuka, Lagoog, the toothbrusher, and Bobby Carter. Ibuka's job was to be the town mint, banker, and store owner. Lagoog's job was to be the mayor of the town. The toothbrusher's job was to make toothbrushes and to brush people's teeth, but he was not a dentist. Bobby Carter's job was to be the blacksmith in the town. Lagoog decided that all the people in the town should start with the same amount of money. Therefore, everybody got 10 thellies, the current currency of the time. But Bobby Carter said, "I want 20 thellies because I need to buy metal to forge." But Lagoog said, "No." Without Lagoog knowing, Ibuka gave Bobby Carter 20 thellies. As he was giving it though, Zarson and Carson, with a K, gazed upon this dreadful crime and reported it to Lagoog. Lagoog was enraged that Ibuka would fraternize with Bobby Carter by giving him 20 thellies, so he sent Zarson and Carson, with a K, to capture Bobby Carter. Zarson and Carson, with a K, went to reclaim the extra 10 thellies that he was given. Bobby Carter, hearing of this, ran into the woods to hide from them. Zarson and Carson, with a K, followed him into the woods. Bobby Carter hid behind a big rock so that Zarson and Carson, with a K, could not find him. They looked all around and even went on top of the big rock, but they did not find Bobby Carter. Then Zarson and Carson, with a K, left the woods to report to Lagoog. Bobby Carter followed them, and right as they left the woods, he threw a rock at their heads, and they died. But it was okay, because nobody ever knew. Then Bobby Carter went back to Lincolnshire and saw Lagoog standing in front of the town hall. But Lagoog did not see him. So Bobby Carter snuck around the town hall and then threw a rock at Lagoog's head, and he died. But it was okay, because nobody ever knew. Then Bobby Carter went back to his blacksmith shop and purchased the metal to forge. When the guards saw Lagoog was dead, they were like, "Yawn. Bobby Carter was here." They went out and arrested Bobby Carter. He spent the night in jail. While he was in jail, the wizard Prindolf appeared to Bobby Carter and gave Bobby Carter the speech. It was the 4th of the 9th. This is the speech. "We will not forget those who sank in the submarine to Fimble and to Wabe. We will remember that if you take the minivan to Lasagna's pizza parlor, your curfew is null and void. If your mouth creates a cloud that leads your mind to the void, you will have seen a greater thing than Carson. You will have seen a level 29 demigridion. You may have laughed in the face of the popcorn hero, but you will not see the light of purple crayons again until you say sorry. Please enjoy my thanks while you have the extra time to. My bad. The next day, the guards were like, "Yawn, let's throw Bobby Carter into the lake." They brought Bobby Carter out and were walking him down to the shore. When Bobby Carter said, "Tuberculosis," then one of the 3 guards died instantly of tuberculosis. The other guards were like, "Just tuberculosis, nothing to worry about." They did not know that Bobby Carter could tuberculosis-size people. When they got to the lake, Bobby Carter said, "Tuberculosis," and one more of the guards died of tuberculosis. The last guard was frightened, and he ran to get more guards. Bobby Carter waited for them to return. When they came, Bobby Carter said, "Tuberculosis, tuberculosis, tuberculosis," and 3 of the guards died of tuberculosis instantaneously. Then the guards were like, "Yawn, maybe Bobby Carter can tuberculosis size. This is not good." Then they all picked him up and tried to throw him in the lake. There were 10 of them in total. Bobby Carter said again, "Tuberculosis, tuberculosis, tuberculosis." And then there were 7 of them. But they all picked him up and threw him in the lake. That was not okay because there were people there to witness it. But he did not drown because he was Bobby Carter. End of part 1.